politically exposed persons are able to engage in these sweetheart transactions, paid a paltry, an insulting, and it's really just robbery, really robbery. Let's be honest. 160,000 for land in cantonments. How much is land in North Town? 58 million.
Right. Honorable Samuel Kujita Blakwa, or no, operation cover all loot, or that no, or say there be, yes, be through be him, ye. Afianko Dr. Gideon Boakwasoye, or also minority in some more to Jabini said, Dr. Kisato for some transient, and Sibu, now you are no de mano, na and Tasumu. But on yes or more permanent pay, na Rabbi and a hair for Deputy Speaker of Parliament, your chairman of the permanent committee, no. Now I saw mano as on Pesoba Momokai, Ababusan and Sem. Yinti Dr. Gideon Boakon.
The minister designates definitive commitment to scrap the betting tax, e-levy, COVID levy, and emission tax. While this act is commendable, it raises concerns that the minister failed to address. First, we would like to know how the minister-designate plans to make up for the revenue shortfalls that will arise as a result of the tax cuts. The minister's quick response was cuts in expenditure. While we believe expenditure cuts could be a possible way to match revenue with expenses in order not to run into fiscal deficits, it is not in itself the ultimate solution to address revenue shortfalls. His unconvincing responses regarding how he intends to make up for the revenue shortfalls leave us with no choice but to think that he will scrap these taxes but introduce new ones. He stated, and I quote, "I have bad news for you. Just today, the confirmation we are getting is that we have only 5 hours of fuel stock. If you look at heavy fuel oil and distillate fuel, we don't have up to 2 days. In 2 days' time, we are likely to run out of fuel. The administration has not ordered any fuel as we speak. It takes on average 4 weeks for the fuel to arrive, 4 weeks for the fuel to be treated. We are in a very serious situation," unquote. This is what the minister nominee said. However, when pressed for clarification, he shifted his narrative, specifying that he was referring only to heavy fuel, HFO.
Right, Dr. Gideon Boakon, when minority no now tin come. Yenkotie last one, every Kale Bishop Conference. Roman Kalek as of point your Ghana Memukusia Mampeni, Swaba, Ebema Trinkwa, Nemum ye Kyle say, a bra ye dear tea men, madam, many madam, nipen, wada ye anti-LGBTQR plus, no. Mampeni Heneka Wansem. Mampeni say, Parliament that no, Samrano, a usu. Nemu Yavasadi Ababiwa. Say government sponsored bill and your private members bill. At the end of cry church and Codano, it was school more and whom here say Bayembra etia. Take a listen.
Quite a long name. Proper family values bill. If you remember, there was a court case that injected the speaker from forwarding it to the president, and also restrained the president from receiving the bill. Eventually that case was disposed of in December, I think on the 18th or so. Yeah, so it meant that the injunction had been cleared. But as far as I know, the bill did not get to the president for assent. And so the convention is that all bills that are not assented to before the expiration of the life of Parliament expire. And so that bill effectively is dead, it has expired. I don't know what the promoters of the bill intend to do, but I I do think that we should have a conversation on it again, so that all of us, if we decide to move that bill forward, move it forward with a consensus. And probably shouldn't be a private member's bill. It probably should be a government bill with governments behind it after consultation with all the stakeholders to see how we're able to move this forward. But it leads us back to the discussion we had that if we're teaching our values in school, we won't need to pass a bill to enforce, our family values. And that's why I think more than even the family values bill is us agreeing on a curriculum that inculcates these values into our children as they're growing up, so that we don't need to legislate it. And so we'll see how all this goes. And so I'm looking forward to this review conference, so that we can come to some consensus on some of these issues. But I wish to thank you very much for the thoughts that you have expressed.
Right, it was for we don't need so do I be doing so I can find you in channel 0551 599 933 0551 599 933. So sana me chance ya kra no ma mefa congratulations tronko ma Dr. Frank Amwakohene, the NDC Ashanti Regional Secretary. Yeah, man penya bonding so my Ashanti Regional Minister. He's the Ashanti Regional Minister designate, a very young and brainy personality. He's a medical officer by training, student leader from NUX. Aye Juma ama NDC amanyukuno na nimdini suyehu tikrano no mampenesi Ashanti Regional Medano. Once again, congratulations, Dr. Frank Amwakohene. We know you are a very smart guy. Nimse Juma no obetimi aye. Nti na mampene de asha wonsa. Na NDC fo no so ehwekwan se wo ma omonsa ensifom. Yemrafie na afie chance na emidi nkomo. Kwame Etua Patrick, a leading member of the communication team of the NDC in Ashanti. Yeto abano who say na obefia pa na oba the punch so oba adwenkyere so na awiake program no so krenkre to krankran obetra 20 minutes to say oton NDC nsem papa wajere ha na naje enso a leading communication team member Emma New Patriotic Party NPP amanyukuo ono so enyi nipa foforo crowd program so obana na nwumre ye na omedi nkomo ne ahwe appointment na aba no so far the minority ne kafa ora ho na afia bewie a little one on the LGBT QR plus no dino crowd wa uba umo enwie eda edia oba congratulations
I don't know you just say Obi Shamena.
Tinka.
I say happy birthday and says I just what can say to you again for birthday. Congratulations, I say thank you.
Thank you. And I will say.
And I say me that. And thank you.
Okay.
Oh. Of our men chow. Na yanchia a tifo near your phone na ntitru ne Asante mai. Asante or Asante agent. And chapat in Penifuna, a brainity, and I say I stand on all existing protocols. I'm China Nigeria, and then a shower has a year 2 about This is the first, not the first time, the first program I made after elections. And the Kessben there, high fee. It's Yakwa, Niasa Babisi, I say, me on Faconia was so na Yandam management, and then Mojuma phone in answer, say. Elections in the Ben home, ya bahasi ebe pay airtime said na waka time and na penny a time a mudi program dada and so ya management be share no omoti ase e ma ye be wura mo usual activities a mo yenu say ebe create some inconvenience especially for KA program na e be turn so for 3 weeks near about twice every week near that ebe distract mo nyina but mutimi accommodate because any political season nti mo accommodate nti na maba Kessben after elections NDC winning massively my member Kessben management and Kessben for nyina say we almost opportunity na free there but not discount kakra I have to be honest na yanda maso so eni enko so say na me ya aduma ya NDC aban abai we say the aban say asha say ya monta ya chisa ye de nya monka baya mon kan kakra bi ye de ya mo hu da ro kese pa na Ghana fo nyina ntene ye gidi se president Mahama ban ebe ya abanya ebe ya dutwom
okay
wanti ma menda masi na menda Kessben fo nyina ase for sa opportunity na mo
okay that's it my man na so akwaba na akwaba
me jo so fa
na ho ye de
adom ahye ye ho den papa
high opposition for that bro Rabi
sa na wo hu no
station bi okru mu ase na no me frɛ wo mo na me se flyer no da bia mo de to ase me complain ye mo ka kye me se esoro ho ye mo power sisi aba power so amoda so da mba flyer mo dem beto ase me ma sisi aba power nti mo ye flyer na mo ndis ni mra fa mba bibini ni meto fo ha se mo hyehyɛ nkonwa no opposition for na bere ne power for se me medika ba me na mo power na me hwa akonwa ye na betra so na opposition ni no ba that was just on a lighter note
because it 2017 oba studio na o phone charge a o su na me charge me de me na
mama ti se me na medika tusu akonwa metra so asada next time
mo power
high powerful na opposition for kwa mafuta na say ene ketwa
ba uni
mzee mu opposition
1000 and something days na mzango go opposition
na ai even say communication director no point no was the bronya 9 mu bronya 9 was ma me phone bi sha na so munya na 4 years den chebia na ba 4 years bronya 9 mu e ho asa na aka sa ro
some days you so that's it did you unya ye no kona kunya ne ntem na enchebia mo san kwa kotena
for ya no say on TV crowd hwe bi no
ma for ya no say on TV crowd so TV kran e ba no say ulu super news kra
mbeso beti
2016 mintie news bi Animal Kingdom kwa na mehwe chese nwe fika say fe bi news because uso news a obetia na president na Akufo-Addo nominate one when president na Akufo-Addo eti ulu power news kura anya ode o say bio TV pe because news bi abeti dia bebo president ni din ena for mo de no o kan no ya fa mu danti o kan na yete ase
your experience
ana uwi ni power so a say come ne o
sa
wafa ya bobo aba no be 3 days minidi kura me ntese kom de me say power me che say etimi kwa koduru be say anwumra be 5 no say wa kai say madidi ana say power me power say uwi ni a etimi me o che say kom kura ne o ti poyando usu na wo tremu no na yeso so power na me ya ma aduane kura ye nibi just me sorry kura me ntese kom de me say etimi ko bo be 5 pm wana me bisa mo say madidi ana say minidi say power no victory net me ma me kura
teacher ba
obi say mudidi
okay eti ayen share
offer me too
the victory came na ugidi pa say ube wini but said the nkunimu buy the president crack say when susa you personally how did go travel throughout the country e ko be be pray about your creation what's akoko komia be pray say na victory no no
offer mayenda Ghana for us if is baby a oman no ekodru ya no ba Kessben bia na me ka say afi enye NDC ni MPP sembio eye oman bia esese emu nipa sori waka na yesesem ne di nipa foforo ni nimidie ofo ni amamu foforo ba na ye di mpa bota echi se betima yeyi of a politics intina na do maybe MPP for no muntimi nka baby a president Akufo-Addo former president na amamu no ekodru ye no na twa ne twa se yesesem media president Mahama ne Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia his excellency ma gab na da wo montem ubuso obi a obeka chu ubuso lawyer obeka chu ba mka se be 2 million margin awa me ba ha bia ye pon after show me hear discussions ameka the only thing me prediction over CD number of seats number of seats you know na me akra me ho 150 145 150 into number of seats ne there CD me expectations but the margin between President Mahama and Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia there na consistently me ka say baby ti Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia by 2 million
na Bawumia ka say o win your bema mo gap no na o de na o
ni because answer my boss a national organizer so I had opportunity to travel across Ghana and say me my bedita na me bedita na nye Ashanti region kwa na ye de makọ all the 16 regions are mehu offer 2024 me call Tamale Nkwa 9 times 2024 because that man go 11 times. I traveled across Ghana region be no man call more than 4 times. And this America access na America ade a ye kofoma ye hunu a na enya Ashanti region kwa na me dey assessment no because na other regions na you can feel it and I politicians you know we wait man that down say NPP before that down and now we campaign oh yeah NPP about Ashanti region now I announce say flag bearer na about this constituency na agi say wodi nkofo e wodi school bus ko nearest senior high school or Cochin school for no be share flag bearer na she told us something was wrong Alhaji Mahmood ba me aba ko most of the constituencies and so am dey bus ko nearest senior high school or am say na person mo student connect dem fa no go school wey udu honest say Alhaji Mahmood ba me aba manfo be share na school for nko more than 70%. Who are you deceiving? You were busing people from one place to the other to meet the same person, trying to create an impression say or support base. But the reality will catch up with you. Eti ye there na ye nim say me in particular there. Na me nim say President Mahama ene Alhaji Mahmood ba me ade enye match. What I say I had to say Arsenal ne Saddam team enye match. Eh dey Arsenal be say me Arsenal team no na de beka. What I say but number of seats in there in fact say ebe clock 180 seats in there onyankopon to won we ye adwuma na nyame hu bra wa bra otimi to nsupa guso won say me ka say makotamale this number of times we find tra but say what driver akotamale baba ko a ka bon say nye adwuma keto a eye adwuma den pa and so obi onyame hwe say dey yesi bre na no say da bi e bia okra da opo 150 ma to nsupa guso ma me mamo 180 na me mamo supreme na mutimi nya Ghana no say de mo SNP before no mo reflect on them boni be ne ye nyankopon e de nyina mo put 20% for because defeat no mo nya aye no e clear so nyankopon sa afiri omo so if they will be honest to themselves e so mo tan se no mo reflect ni awe say e bia after be say 20 years time no o betimi aben power na MPP de power pa de opa omo mahu MPP etimi ada be na omo be ko omo to kwa be wie ama ba omo asa lusu na omo party ye mitimi twa omo za mi si ye MPP party ni de no kure ni nyame ani ni enu ti ye da Yakopon ase na yenda Ghana fo ase pa ase nkoma ye ni omu di ye no omu tie no omo asesem na president mama sha ase minim se be ko Ministerial o sha ase yin so obi odi akire bia na o kan kire na hu se aba amoto ye no eno a na eguso a enema na na eguso a ye hyehyɛ no na Yakopon adom na Yakopon a o kan ye ho na omae over 180 seats now wama yama Alhaji Bawumia was say gap no I want a big gap say na or come on one and they say ya bie no 1.6 million margin ya sisi MPP foi adane o monta sentasi so yeta Ghana for ase especially mabunu youth no oza mo ya analysis so free education and 5 million ko free education oza na o mbetena na je mu nyina ka bi o mu nyina ekwa akoto enkura na o mu wo no eduan papa na adema ni di school mo enkra no school for enkra no woni omo engage miko sia enkra be omo say offer ye de emo ba school ho na ya tro ho for cox akwa ba okra kama mesere wo say senior enye say ya tro cox nke ko ya doro akoko ato ho ne ye de abrase ye no ama ye ni school for ni nyina hu say enie ye no amo a ya doro akoko ato ho atro ho for cox and wo say wo de say aduane ni fidi akra no wo school a opia bonten a owa be to ma ko ma free education eti school for no they know uko dania ayi se okuta si kire na ade akọ eniema nkra ne famu e wo school mu hono mu no omu bia abontin they realize that this thing it needs a review ehia se abaye nsakire wo mu ne ye and that is what guided them and then no na ma omu to aba na omu ditama mu na mu yes omu for school no omu for school oh, indeed omu for school nim but the agony any pain and nkra ne famu wo school mu hono mu no and no na influencing nkra mu say it is not just about that even if free education in power it needs an improvement to go say mama for no free education no on man so kwa to atia so we the majority of Ghanaian youth anything na president mama creating ministry be Ministry of Youth Empowerment or the Dr. Parado National Youth Organizer econo a very sensitive ministry if well managed e betimi aboa the youth of Ghana not only NDC because we have no expectations from the government they need a specific attention into separating that ministry from sports on it's one of the best things
that's
ever happened. And I'm sure say you better discuss
going
forward. And yenda Ghana foasi.
Right.
Asedana ni so na artist akoko bon kukuruko a NDC for and who bio radio na someone na ya moka. Who bio radio to Kessben artist Kessben kasape NDC for and damase we animonyama mashe ofa.
That's it. Kwame Appiah Patrick, a leading communication team member for NDC and our Teninka. Nana?
Oba.
Say, of so much of Abobia Bombi.
Oba, Meda was Minchia Ashefo, ne Etifo, Minchia, a Ghana Fonina, MPP, Manina, Mayenchia Womo. Minchia, the former president, Nanado Danko Akufuado, the Nchirimba Bedanasi, SSA Grano. Ghana for Ashase Kasa. Say Yatoying Color TV, Aqua black and white. Inti Adodankwa Akufuado, Mainchiano, nothing so. I had a first class former vice president, His Excellency Dr. Haji Mahmoud Baumia, and also Mainchiano Baby Bia, and also Ewo Onen Hokani. Wofa, party penny for the team code administration, so Yenchia Womo, Ewo Baby Bia, Ayomo, Ministerial organization, Koso. Team amo enam amoso ehwe the NTMPP yedin kukuo no chaired by Right Reverend Professor Iroma Konkwe ono so omoso ma hwedwuma se omoso eye adwuma offer ulusu elections you think said the way nyina no na nye right we win elections and so you think say the way nyina yeden eye. So I say, the new patriotic party, Yenny hand over a year power to the NDC. There's no way an NDC no bet me we need a year MPP. Yen MPP 4, yen I say, ye the power na kwakwa womansa. Because of our share or critical analysis of a year votes a hodwa a buyer, you can clearly see say, yen ye teda say yon Congo to aba. Because of one or two reasons. Our party anymore. And also, the new patriotic party has spent almost 3.5 years on internal elections and some general elections. So clearly, natural people say there are some cracks be a day our party anymore. Because right from polling station, or electoral area coordinators, constituency first elections, osanko region, oko national, oko presidential. So a true people say yes we are for almost 3.5 years. That was the general elections. And elections now okono na just a mere elections bikeke. Now elections are critical. So what I say. It definitely you who ye ko fa asade en bae. Yet not near Shay and Numa ye. So I say, yes, Shay and Numa ye we are. My catch remunia come you say, dear open won't open it. Because the new patriotic party, the NPP no, ye ba a year 2028. Because yes, Shay Numa will fear ye. On your baby gua, it doesn't mean there was a waka. So I say, I was so sorry waka. Now we are there, what she said. And also, Mini Ashanti say, enya dia jo Mahama president. Ebe ya de papa bia na dia chine su bia wo Ghana for besa beto NDC force. No way. To share the appointment of President Mahama, clear steps and answer a clear indication say already Jo Mahama e fairly the good people of Ghana. We fairly won because who share the appointment here. The finance ministry, the energy ministry, the attorney justice. O share crofo our power money now. Some crofo no ne contribute here. How failing no the first term between 2012 to 2016. Some crofo na no sand your maba a year 25. In the Jero Pefe say from onset Nangasa no we fail. It elections the yakwe the NPP ye nyoma yede ekoso. It's not near she nyoma yi. Because nya dia former President Mama obeya dia papa bia e kire so okrum asayi. Nya dia obeye into the new patriotic party ye hye nyoma yi na 2028 party ne eko eye okwa ya san edin kunim ama Ghana for say ampa the New Patriotic Party yenkwa na ebetumi aye Ghana ye na wotie kwa me kasa enu a oh ai Ghana for moda omase omohwe nioma ekoso ofri SHS ni mu a enye papa nti me no kase sa video wi over engrani se amudi gare ni nsuo me dey say no producer ko bo yima wo anu nie engrani no mudi gare pa school ya omubie school na say
now they dey go mundi
anu nie obia ko social media no so na dabe offer just last week ya ombetena so ya ene ye na nsese mo mane bo mo vedua ne mra
yo so omo say
na mo bia and President Mahama aye me dance ni emra okasa no o se na nadu danko akufado ekra nua ne bae iti wa order say nua ne yemfa nkoma eye mofra no iti adu danko akufado odwen ne man
all right.
Yeah, no, now produce and all that.
Your topic in there. So at appropriate time. It is okay. Benya brain ya free SHS.
Yes. John Mahama or ye Dagana voice na omoba be ye free SHS ni ya. Ye be some free a year a friend saying tertiary for first year for no. And no kra na mu dwane ye. At the papa be na mo be ukru we mo. Nti over the New Patriotic Party ye boy hu.
Okay.
Acha hwe be me ogidie say by the close of a year next year, no, not all elections within the party, BBA party, no, na yitumi are resolving BBA. Na ya share a year 2028 agenda, no, as a giddy party.
Right, when I say, Nana J, and so, what's in council communication team member for the NPP. Now, Sunday, rap ministerial appointments, ma abadumono, in pre krata yen saka, free mampenia try etrese, NDC National Communication Officer ye feno Same Jemfi Esquire omampeni abundin se Onkoda Precious Mineral Marketing Company PMMC edmekuno ano. So Same Jemfi has been appointed as the CEO or managing director, whichever you look at it. Say acting on say sa CEO say adini nyina no I was saying a council of state to ho na when one penny or two or four council of state in young fancy to be able to be a local act now for public service commission for so almost one human who say be a council. Same is now the acting managing director or CEO of Precious Mineral Marketing Company. I'm to talk good any a good year who yakano had to gold for oil. Bank of Ghana for gold or motor $7 no cost running the account no Same Jemfi. So Same, congratulations on also a ho. Now I'm for him say be on Kobe Minister of Information and Communication. Man Benesi Same Koko PMMC so. Right at here. Embrani me Ministerial appointment abey. Igusu ayeche. Na ansani be no. One Dr. Frank Adro amwakwe ni so beka ho asempa. Ba we din na aba no a say Mumpenifo wa Ashanti region ha, NDC mpenifo wa Ashanti region ha. You have very fine brains. Dr. Samuel Sapon, Kwame Ewadako, Betty Molidrusu, Alex Mould, Kwesi Opon Fusu, Kojobunsu. Omunyina nyanti obi edi. Ministries no some say ya cha wow boss. Robo Joseph ya me munyina yenti omudi. Etia adesi echeko. Oh. Ashanti region. National both somebody ma buy so here both region say omanya bi pa rose tourism and gender at least
no I mean clear was there national organizer there your bo ministry and them no anembe yes say your bo ministries na say na obi a national organizer na ne dia mama na ono anembe say obi minister okay because obusa me a national organizer no so say ministries ni bibiri nya ni nyina there ministry we are within 1 month to cry. It misses a but majority of the ministries. So we are national organizer, you will not rush and go and sacrifice it. Won't me power. Samuel Ukumuni, all those people. Won't man corporate ministry because national organizer and a big position is the third most powerful office in the party. Your party, no, national chairman, general secretary, national organizer, so communication officer, women's organizer, youth organizer, we now report it to the national organizer's office. In this our office, we So all sacrifice for a ministry, then the ministry must be ministry.
So
the one home, yes, who want to be your national organizer. And I know the general secretary is also the same thing, and the national chairman too. And to say our positions, mostly party power, you don't see them coming into government. Most of them, they always remain with the party, unless say if you are president and Gaza do what tenacity. I can't say, sir, please wait here.
That's all quiet.
Either than that, you will not see those 3 key positions, fight. They will remember fighting for a month. Say, what I say. Our bosses will be pushing us somewhere. But so more there, that is it. But Ashanti region, factor. So because ministry appointment here by on who Ashanti region woman is a statement of fact. And the person is not exaggerating. Because so far, you know, so obi can or a right. The only thing I'll be to my cardiac back on is say you. Of us, and command me.
Yeah,
ministries are about so far. Ashanti region, you know, that is a statement of fact, and nobody should be hypocritical about it. But the good news at third generation say you. Of us, I'm not lands and natural resources, health. Foreign affairs. Some ministers say body and them say them say your body and that home no. So Ashanti region for now almost didn't come on. Please, they should calm down. I trust President Mahama say dear bay and a region of 47 constituencies there. So team can say one my ministry
I say bet my but trying na ministry near the man because say no ministry na see nim there baby adodode no.
Hey officer we expecting adodode.
Aye me confia duasa o. Okay. So be a minister of roads and highways.
Okay.
How do you say?
Government come here Agbaja designate. So
be a minister of energy. That is say
yes, John Jenapo.
Minister of education.
Honorable Harry Nedus, congratulations to him.
Minister of local government and rural secretary, religious and chieftains in
Banda.
The way we now
and you know, lands and natural resources. Oh, there can be so. Foreign affairs, health,
foreign affairs, health, or by Mudi Ashanti region, Mujidi Sebebaha. Me, the minimum no. Lands and natural resources, Ashanti region.
Of I know the rumor. That you offer a rumor. But I trust President Mama. President Mama will shame. President Mama will shame his critics. Omo started ehuri say enya hwe.
Yet it abeti na me
offer. I didn't see a real come back. Me unim say me menya hypocritical.
And not
say a real
chairman.
Yeah, say President Mama go minister sini
ewo ma chiso.
Offer say President Mama go minister sini.
Yen trust na say beba.
Yeah, offer.
Regional chairman.
Offer. So go minister sini na Ashanti region amamu amema betena ya aka say wo anya fair to us. Me am not hypocritical. I will say it as it is. But I didn't hear one. Akabebre, I am boy. Deputy ministers in Yamba.
Your deputy as
another deputy. Offer a deputy the enemy.
Ashanti region chairman deputy.
No, mean Casa, the person Chen said. Yambo deputy ministers car. Main substantive ministers not to cramp. Akabe 8. It's
a Aka defense. Interior, lands and natural resources, environment, science and technology, health.
Defense is saying former deputy defense minister of Ashanti region, Honorable Kennedy. Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows? If you are former deputy defense minister,
Kennedy, yeah. If you talk about defense,
what I say, defense to say crown. So I say, my boss, media. If you talk about the trust, boss, really, so I say. So there are. A very nice ministries are MI. The obo of Fasabu na Kumasi for na Santa Fona. Omo yese ye ye free mu no Fasabu bi no munti. Ministries na MI no.
Defense my.
President Mama defense my.
Health my. Foreign affairs my. Lands and natural resources
my.
And environment, science and technology.
Environment and
so what they are trying
they catch
yes batch
over there catch a lot of competent people around including the one speaking at any point in time we can serve in government what I say President Mahama knew the contribution of Ashanti region the task they gave us to reduce MPP vote from 1.79 almost 1.8 million to 1.3 million 500,000 drop and you by mouth
that was increase more.
Yes, also the increase 600,000 cost 700,000 even when we are claiming say voter turnout form you hit 33% a day seat near 4 seat as at now so the dispute in your you go 100%. Ashanti region will definitely have a place, and you see there are very key sectors of our so said the 30 years experience in media. Unim say see will be a minister.
I see will soon be chair minister.
Mama Mayan limited
Cocoa board.
Mama Mayan limited the BBR to being a minister. I did Cocoa board say bomb didn't say come to Cocoa board see you. You know say more do see ministers baby. Yeah, forestry commission. Am I? Yeah, the Mawa. A more do see GMPC. And so, and I want to say GMPC. So now I had that. You're Alex Mood. What I say. So, Mama, Munyaboche, especially, and their platforms to giddy pow. Oh yeah. I'm being honest. And this Ashanti region platforms is hot. Say, Adiano, Chani, oh yeah, I'm being honest. Me, I will not be hypocritical. Okay, platforms were hitting uncle for friend. But baby, I didn't know. Baby, there are certain key sectors. I said, I'm getting here. Yet, and I said, Dr. Opuni, no, a cocoa board to see you. Dr. Opuni, half Ashanti, half Bono. So, who knows President Mama's plans for the region?
I'm saying now, cocoa.
What I say? Obey Mama, a cocoa board. Obey Mama, a GMPC. Obey Mama, a forestry commission. With the Ashanti region for no Munya Butre. Now, Munu super open. I know a copy frame was a northern region. So far, the education more. Omo regional secretary so they call NLA no National Lotus Authority. What I say nti omo no so far
sa ono oyekremoni
o say
aso oyekremoni o NLA
and other of asembe na okay me dem sire o
oyekremoni
oyekremoni oh sa NLA boss another oyekremoni nya NLA boss
me so oyekremoni that's all that
oh
dem guy so oyekremoni biaga
e wo ba bi say oyekremoni a untimi nya appointment na ne say
all that I said was oyekremoni that's what that I said
and I mean person che say oyekremoni a untimi nya appointment ana so beto nya appointment
Mohammed Abdul Salam
NLA
National Lottery Authority
kono ordinary
kremoni for education omutwa bet
education kono ordinary enutin enyo
haram
enti sade e chinese lands and natural resources e ba Ashanti region foreign affairs e ba Ashanti region e unim omo kasa na o meto o masehe you have to force him by Krumasi. When I met him I had to introduce myself to him.
No.
What I say? Hwamio. I say I'm going to introduce you.
Oh yeah no. Yes, I will introduce him.
They say this is a minister bia or NDC ni. But no create part of money say what dey no dey. Nti ya na mete party for na say.
Wa kasa muti ho a.
Time I dey me boss to call national organizer. Ashanti region nya 97%. What I say? And am I renew with lands because of Ashanti region now call national wa. Office to crowd nya bi nko ni yabusa say akwaba. In the previous years. So party for has felt to say this time we need a representative at the national level. And the 47 constituency we had 97%. Every name you need
let's not the Marco MPP side. Lawyer Justin could be an B.
Na penetrate.
Go some crowd no more so
say.
You call national office where Udu are just to do so.
Yeah, untimi nya 47 untimi nya 47 constituencies are national. Not deputy that are no good deputy. Miami Barbara, Deputy General Secretary, and body Kokubai, and so Deputy Communication. For a regional, a opposition stronghold, the Kuta 47 constituencies. So when we presented Honorable Joseph Yami for national organizer, the whole region, Omon Payasa Mukrano, abandoned the Omotomai. For you to get 97%, and the Ubiatoma from the region. So Ashanti region for now, Mohe, Munyabuche. President Muhammad Bikram ti adebechina kwam to forestry commission. Intimacy. Enti munya butre. A lot of appointments will be made. Mama Maya limited BBR to ministerial appointment. Be the manusin. Mama Maya nye BBR to ministerial appointment. Because there are CEOs
forestry commissioner. Ebede nyame asa.
Adechina kwam to forestry commissioner. Enka ofanka enkenye. What I say?
Appointment now ban so far. How do you see it? Nipa ya from Atofo, Send Finance, Energy, Georgina Paul, ene the aba nei attorney general can person me call case because a technical area the aba nei how na do so for education me hwe mu nyina na ho ba bia matense ko ba bia pressure wo pa ba ko education the aba nyina so far who say
oh over my starting free youth and sports na ya separating them I say all these were successive governments na a minister of youth and sports but President Mahama any NDC abma ye di kan kan say about you be separate the sports from the youth ministry. And from where I'm sitting from, say na mihuno. Na baby to say youth employment, National Youth Authority, National Service Secretariat. They were all working under youth and sports. Now, see a youth ni free sports no there. Yes, sir, agencies ni na call youth ministry. Na baby to say National Sports Authority. I remain with the sports ministry. Set of and come on, so a focus, direct attention to the Ghanaian youth. What I say, a idea, every man Ghanaian youth to know, a ministry, I focus on youth. We are no free sports for us so. Ebenya omo minister omo ko wa team more excuse say na budget na buy no the Sports Authority everything for that ministry is for sports development and recreation which to me is a fantastic idea President Mahama. Okay, you Asami Jemfi appointment here. Let me give him a very big congratulations to him boss. Congratulations, you deserve it. Okay, Asami Jemfi appointment here. Adibish appointment in Mwadjem the establishment of the gold board.
Yeah, it is a cocoa board.
On say NDC can say a bar you be critique gold board and in sheso et say cocoa board de eba be ye say eno eba be ye aban institutions a ebeto gold unse China for nbe be smuggle gold no dey ko na say ya me boss kwachi gold bi a besi na unse besi na omuntimi enkire account gold omo twe ho up and down omo buy some ko for we mrasa ko for China for no omutu gold ni other foreign officials omutimi ko na very yan ko for ni bi the gold ni smuggle ko a Ghana kura nya so mfa so in your gold board near ye passing mram na ye establish a che say gold bia obetu afri Ghana asasu bia say the cocoa bia be bia say cocoa board neto no gold bia say gold board for neto one ebema gold na nkofo di Ghana ni nyina for two ebema ukuta gold a straight away wo a rightful institution na obetima akoda koton and sa adwuma no ye Asami Jemfi and eba be ensure say obe establish the gold board and me jini say obetima to a profession oba obi say area how na do so ya an education minister how na do so in here introduction so far as our political cycle is concerned we had a lot of ministries from labor ministry to education to local government like watching our experience why minority leader is one of the astute personalities in our parliament today oko nofa ye call tamale no won fe lawyer do lawyer do a very good interpersonal relationship. He's a down to earth person. Unim say dey sini nipa dili onye quick tempered. Obia betima kono party ni bia te say how na do to office you can easily even outside NDC he is so popular. And education ministry there are a lot of issues you unya obia enipa betima kono anim obia otini passe and he has everything to make that ministry work again. So, education ministry, Harry Naidusu, perfect. Honorable Kwame Govins, Agboja, who follow now. He has been a ranking member. And he rose contractors, a debtor, do more and everything, or some engineering background.
Okay.
So he understands ministry now. You didn't know issues. I had to say John Jinapo for energy.
Yeah. Although they are impressing me so far. John, or mommy who say energy sector
job challenges the energy sector John onim enim the solutions ebeye enti say okona se be amfa na event e boapayo because the kind of confidence I have in John Jinapo for the energy ministry and I believe strongly he will deliver. And to your President Mahama team ya trade ministry at the Mami Elizabeth fantastic woman by all standards. Minimum from our days of things. Some of team president. Now it's me that I'm not a tourism minister, no about me team program. So I know her personally. And also another fantastic personality going for the trade ministry. Ofa era Erikopoku for a Greek ministry. I mean, look at Bible.
I realize Erekupoku enim a Greek move.
Oye kuani sabi akurasinia onim
akuafo nim se ministry we no be exactly omo maka na de na minim de obi ko for a Greek
you were sure say you're not yes because we're demonstrating high sense of knowledge when it comes to that ministry. So we are Ghanaian, whether you are an NDC or MPP, so TV so Kessben na papa ye oda so yes so no na a Greek ministry, at least you have some confidence to say something better will come from that ministry. Enti Honorable Erekupoku, congratulations to him. Great ministry. Perfect.
Finance minister. I want to say my background in finance kakra.
Finance.
Okay. Atofo impress me papa.
Okay.
If you say send pure na me expect so bit me am hire yimu yiye. Na say ni na say oh ye ko hwa. This drew on we know what we do. Okay. Wow, personally, how did you see?
Oh, me there, I was highly impressed.
Okay.
For over 3 hours. Me share ni bet ni now from Kenken to Kankran. And he really impressed me. Na me nim say onim finance. Or sabet na hono he demonstrated. You see, there is a lot of things that people try to do. And someone ya kan wa manifesto nim. A social contract we have with Ghanaians. No people vetting ya. Now we say Busa say, will you do it? Will you do it? It's a deliberate idea. Because as some now baby to say e-levy. And in some way, it is enshrined in our constitution. A social contract we have with Ghanaians. It is a better when him say, vetting. Now, Busam say, Moka e-levy, Oba Obechemua. I will just refer you to our manifesto that we have a social contract with Ghanaians.
Okay.
And that social contract, and see a bar, so I believe that as government we will do it consistently. Area afenyo makina. I said, a honor deba or no, edeba establish those issues, you know. Moka say mo ba mo betua enkra fees first year. Are you as a finance minister? Are you going to pay? This is something we have a social contract with Ghanaians. Yeah. So the questions they were asking him, I thought that they were trying to use it to clear their party. They already dead MPP.
My here's are 2 areas. For instance, answer the mine for betting tax. Also betting tax my 50 million pay. In yesika kesi bia ebetimi year free. But in economics, tax be why yenye say sika dodo a obenya nti. Ne mo bia otimi so de si ade bia no kwan. Inti so he na de no kra sela nkwa utimi kra increase sa tax no. Answer the mine for that. What to say nra say Samuel Kubeka say the figure no quote ye no kra. 2, the scrapping of the betting tax, e-levy, COVID-19 levy. When him say, ye sika for friends ya name wa, we free hono, adding, or can see a bit widening taxness no. Yakasa, but not can be perspective. How he was going to make sure the tax net is going to be widened. It's
I am the say we finance person. Na me say finance person. When him say the best way, to cut down expenditure.
Sure.
Because finance ni na income and
expenditure.
And in as much as I agree with you, say, widen or tax next na obetimanya more income. Either replace the shortfalls be taxes na be cancel the amount. See, cut it down ministries from 30 to 23 years. That alone can also fill the gap. So let's not look at it from when the angle of raising funds.
The cutting there we na ya personal assistant, special assistant.
Oh, I know that you are just imagining. But I'm saying, say as we speak, Ghana ni bia nim say na ministries e wa Ghana ye 30.
Yeah.
President Mahama Tiswa about 23. 7, you're closing it down. Go and check expenditure na sa ministries no cost.
Land Cruiser back.
You told Land Cruiser and Land Cruiser then they bought for $100,000. And it's a ministry no. Not deputies in a main minister no. Omo even 5 fence and Land Cruisers are $500,000. Branding omo beye. Institutions e was here. Party for don't go special aid to one any idea. One ministry betima cost more than $2 million to establish it. And sir 8 ministries now closing it down. Already no, yetima making way some room be crowded that. I know your establishment in Guam omo day-to-day activities. Okay, I said maybe tie keke kura no must spend do plaster house na ko be 400 billion car keke o ma sense anu. So all these ministries now you cutting it down because you nim say yɛne Ghana for contract sɛ yɛba yɛbɛtwa E11 yɛaka kyerɛ Ghana for yɛnte sa ya no yɛ first budget yɛbɛwidi yɛbɛtwa E11 mu no ɛno nti na yɛ ministries ɛne yɛ government no yɛma na yɛ lean government so that expenditure will go down. And in as much as I agree with you as a finance person, say, oh, how we will get another source of target to be able to replace our taxes. We should also look at how the government is setting up, how we are reducing.
No, they're okay.
Those things.
The credit man on penny John Bahama or no what who said there be the lean government may cut it down. Number of ministries, Nama, me who harm me. While you as a finance minister, no, it's also to be share Ghana for say. This is what I also bringing to the table. There should be some innovations via innovations
based on an
that is the tax. I would say I buy not extra quite offers or cutting the expenditure, but also raising revenue. What say okay? Or cutting expenditure no, not increasing revenue.
Oh, but he said, for example, he said Road 2 is coming back on, and it's not just coming. Say Road 2 in Basa, because another issue about Road 2 air traffic.
Okay.
Traffic and nature. So if we are establishing a system, can do what engineer can now take route to it is another way of generating income to Ghanaians. So in as much as I agree with you, say we should be able to find other ways of raising money for government. The most important thing is when they say the expenditure now, cut it down.
And also
so dear Ghana need be house man no say if you're able to cut down expenditure, for example. Kessben erane ewa ha say media ni nyina nipa 100 enewum na say onya new management no mutimi cut down number of employees eba 50 na still no mutimi produce eya adwuma mu ye ya that alone has cut down that expenditure. And President Mahama from onset he is aware say as ye Ghana for social contract of taxes be able to in which then has taxes no ye be ye free ye free no kwa be ne be fa so a ye betimi afele sa ade no afi na obe introduce tax afi na be pay ways or means how they be generate income a long term enti na sa ade a aban na me bebu no ma me tete ne so ministers and ye over 120 something ma so deputy ministers ni ministers nyina me dey about 60 ma cutting about times half of it be reduce government expenditure drastically. So that is how we are going by, so that going forward as government, then we look at how to start expanding the tax net in this from more than 20 years. Look at other innovative ways. So media, after forcing as finance minister, another again have trust in him, so in his competence. Say with the people surrounding him, Nipa building up the economic management team of this country. Don't forget, President Mahama only economic background, but experience our work in the management of this economy. PhD in one you company. I say we are better than them. And on this time, President Mahama is always directly involved in governance. And every decision you want to take, he is there with his experience. So I have every kind of need. Finally, after forcing will deliver.
And they told me what Dr. Frank Amwako Hineso, Ashanti Regional Secretary of NDC, is now the regional minister. As the head of students affairs and election for NDC. How do you assess him?
Yes, you see, Mr. I was so happy. You see, you took over, especially as Antifonkrana, NDC actively. This is a national TV, but I'm saying it. You go through a lot of things, and then and Yama, Edaneka crowd, and that's all one will see a movie there. Where here, but before you get to the stage, you go through a lot. Me, there are some Jumabu Kruma saying I'm a job application for I am family. Kruma. Just because I am an active member of the NDC. We go through a lot. I'm telling you. I have found you to me canina. And so be in a new Jumasa, Efasa stigma ning, victimization in Yamaya Femua, Nimua. Yet me Gina and also openly. Yeah, Jumama NDC day and night now. The person needs to be rewarded to motivate on God. They are from the trust level. But young guys no mobile NDC mono, especially the typical Ashanti guys now or mobile. They will pass through the same thing. So they will need something extra to motivate them. Say, oh, I am facing this stigma. Yeah, and people say, me say you call a year biasi. And oko a year when people say na yebo mu dey don party count. But unko go do a year asia. Kwa we to NDC ni na eba no. I still say yebo NDC. Enya bibia o. Really? Oh yes. Oh, yadam boy obia ni party. Nti adenti na yenko ade ebo edi say sa kam obi ate say NDC for. Ni nyina stigmatization ni bia ba ye mu bi no. We are trust our level no. But the young guys now omo di echi na omo ba no. They need something to motivate them to so fun. Now who say a young gentleman like Amakohene, in which I may got it wrong 40 years ka bia onya na party ba power. Na yeshina ni monyam say omeye regional minister of the region. It tells you that young Ashanti for your party ni mu no. We have a future. And na me ye ka ministerial appointment na na me catch us amanfo nya apotre. Because they are picking Amakohene doctor. Abaya no regional minister. Now a youth Asantinia cry or Ashanti regional. What's the motivation be a beam here? What motivation else and a beam here to see that the NDC gives rooms for young people, especially Ashantis within the party. And he or represents this aspect. Now start see a motivation for the youth which cut across Ghana. Okay. So a youth to be out to right. Oh yeah, mama NDC you know where? Okay. Because you can easily be recognized. Okay. Again, the competency there. Why over time no go and read about him. He's a medical doctor by profession. School be a person obi ko bibia amako hina ko bi. And now your former NUX president. So onim say the silly nipa ne sa na manema nyina at the national level, national NUX president. What I say? So NUX president. Answer o kan say o kan say am 40 ase. On say NUX no ne your local NUX. Oko all the universities are omo local NUX omo NUX reps. Nti so ka say NUX na wan kire mu say NUX kese pa na okuja to mu ne haruna dus mu di bi ni bi na amako ni di ya people will not understand. So ohia support especially for your region, especially the youth around us. Say you never support. Say no do wa we hear introduction. Say me kwa amako hene. Say me kwa how dey hear o. Na kwa me na kasai. Ana program na kasai. We hear introduction. Me minister. Mr. Momo bobo no. Obi peni mu bi frame from Accra. No be say am say na minister see. In fact na amako hene din nim. Obo nipa bi din. And I'm say the only thing I can say, me minister, I just say me ko introduce me ho kire no. Because I will minister for Ashanti region. Na I say me kwame to say me ko introduce me ho say minister, me nam dey kwame to. Na just a party no what's a party no. And so they should bring somebody here. Obi akọ no ma onim no betimi na interest. And am akọ perfectly fit within that. And tie nyina be supporting no as a young Ashanti guy. Party national say animunyam ama na asasidi ko nim wan asasidi ebe afeti nyina ho ya ka say o yema asantini boy no bedi young guy coat ebedi minister no wan tima asasidi nti kina bi say ma me bedi bia ya be ka say dey na chese wo ba asasidi ba say ma ko hini support no na o perform perfectly no leave a legacy and no be pave way for all the young guys in the party here, but especially Ashanti for the party. Okay, that's and so I congratulate him and I thank President Mahama for having that confidence in the young man, and we will all support him to deliver. Okay. And one year she immediate pass regional minister Nkwade outmatch him. So no na benchmark na dia and Amakohene will totally outmatch him. And they have strong confidence in him say mama will enough time because now I'm trying to find anything ko oba obi a report na appointment for say agoro no ebe so a ifra no pa. So here appointment a president that is so far from the Ashanti regional minister to all the other ministries are wabobom the Sami Jemfi no be any CB Obeko communication ministry and penense wonko no koda PMMC ano who no say
over meda wasibium na kwame chia chire se ampa omo na ba be mu we dey get one on one pa 30 minutes solid 30 minutes and now you me time ba na minutes enya wonko for over medikai ehye mekasase no mekacho say President Mahama already share the kind of appointment or you na say already the government in failing because omo failing the first one no Aumde or Haba Ghana Force no. One or signed the way as a bubomdi for this government. And you can clearly see, say, Ashanti region, where you from? Now, where you from, so position Papa Bia. A walk from her a bit to me a train and your papa bass and Timemono, what cherry.
Yes, sure.
We just Santimai room. As Santimai be. So I say, who share vote Ashanti region the Madi NDC. I cut across a majority of regions now, almost friend or almost stronghold. So I say, I cut across.
That's why you greater cry.
It
a vote to feel Ashanti region was next.
More, it's a true professor. Asantemaya so NDC as in we you position papa ni nyina I bet me dia be asantemaya ni nyina no oyi ni so ta say iti asantemaya maka kire boys yi NDC no de omaji omonje wani munyam omonje wani munyam na ka ho position appointment be braba minister obeko cabinet ene kwa me ti ati akatem say NSC will be da ho ene ye pedi okodwene am oman no cabinet ministers and ye can was mo grow mo di wo hwemu na se ye nibia na abas no reading communication officer ti social media so no no su defend and e monto mo bu na beba agro be da afia no pa Asanteman enka finance minister free group aganye ye the roads and highways MPP the roads and highways ema aye friend saying Bantmas and Sobwache. With this space of six months, you can clearly see
the
echo so growing.
Say the question quarter year,
more as Antimaya this for mon pepe in Koda, having a more platforms where it a hitty crutch and the because any idea be mumby. Now Tia some deputy minister, Abbas Antimay. Come here, maybe okay. Oh,
no, so this is
deputy minister. I dare to John Mahama, president, or see obey appointee 60. It made a meme pen that who I made treasurer go. It made treasurer go also the 10 about as a regional ministers in the 10 about or Sunday 3 about account. I can't 3. So to say, or Sunday in Cofor 9, Sunday 3 about ye canning in album. As soon 69 years, I got a bra. Okay, so be my assistant ministers will go back. It's your cherry coming. Mwen nyebi Asante nyebi so I say Asante nyebi positions papa ni nyina no ya chebi me bo akata mza me bo
papa na obwa
de o show man sika sam su nyina obeka so mu Jesus sika we nko ye hase mu Jesus sika we ya va ma
ye the one finance minister
so I say ye the call baby it position papa ni nyina no ya chebi kwame wo ne wo mpanifo mo nkotena se na mo ne President Mama Nkasa so betumi agigi bie from nsemu wafa wo hwe eye position bi te se finance ministry aye de ma eye honorable Dr. Atofos na maka na mesan cases su biom se John Mahama na appointment ni kire se na mamu enko wie bibia ade papa bi enim because wo hwe Atofos na no ye deputy finance minister the first time no onu ni setepe eno mo contribute ya omo de osum be shega na force omo mienu no mo kabo mu a imebu no omo pa adwuma oka kire wo mu se ono omo nya professor no omo adwuma ye it is a papa na o se onya professor no amagana ko mebu no adwuma ye ono ne ese onko chair onko finance minister as minister onko finance ministry as minister now onko shega na sika samso it already a true professor obe fili ewo ekrowe mo because with the kind actually the down in the boss a friend saying the then former finance minister and John Mahama only no actually say omuntumi ye den enye oman na edwuma it finance ministry ni de minim say already wo hwe questions ahodo a the minority MPP in parliament vetting ye bisa Atofos na otumi ka say this e-levy no friend saying koko hu sensem no oni koko ekuafo ene ye de ekwakotena se no ma yeden o ma hwe the fair idea o metum dia ba but Atofos ewo parliament ejina ho ka say MPP 40 mo dene eka koko kura de ne bo nka wasa sese ye ton no 6500 oka say edwaman so tam Ghana bottle ba ko do ko edwaman so a 97 million but ne ye bi sa to force say mo betu mu ana o say afena me koko fo no ekotena se ne ape ye fe ye bi di aide e di amawo mu ye bisawo ye efrese betting tax ene ho sensem a to force wa na ka tren betting tax e wo say yi free ho so ta say wa na kan yo 11 so kan ho asem se mo ba mo betwam se wo say yem approve one sana bibia won why dey why can you imagine iti na make catch say already no na mamo na nkosi ba bia so ta say enkosi ba bia because a chop pepe say John Mahama ato force ni wosum na fidie me makasa ato force John Mahama wosum na fidie pa because ono no tina chrome ha okasa bebrebe MPP for asay the economy iti ya say economy na John Mahama say wona okasa bebrebe beji eye ministry ni na because wona okasa bebrebe pa e chrome ha wona okasa ye and road to a osansi wo de back no ne ho ya me nwanwa first class ne ho ya me nwanwa pa ma send video bia ma eye wo producer ato force in Kotina Joy News ato force now oko tina join news nyansa bie nim se de road to beba no ho support se ye nyim free ho and na ato force in Kotina anim a o se o de friend say road to esan pepi o de road to san pepi it a true pepe say omu hu kotokuo no de cry den ahyem ato force no ntumi manage nova ye body ni kura no u hye obi akwasa na finance minister akoba to force dey no ba be won to me nye bibia okro we mu woba usan hye eye mmabu no mo kasa okro ha yesi e pedwumaye ana mebo yesi e pedwumaye and me no kasa yi woni say John Mahama wa appoint obi as an advisor for this 24-hour economy mo and then the good people of Ghana sama ye kan nyina ne say mmabu no John Mahama kwa me atua oji radio so boss okro we mu so 24-hour economy obi abedi peche Ghana fo nyina mabunu benye adwumaye sese ye mabunu no ya teku
7 days to
asema ye twen nyina ne se mabunu a wo Ghana anum nyina obi benye adwumaye and deti amani abre ato force ne se ato force e contribute unemployment wo kroma much e wo krowe mo on the boss first term of former President Mahama unemployment ye hunu wo krom ha kese ni nyina na eye sample for me no ato forcing and sector because omo na teacher ni nurse ni we school 2012 to 2016 omo si yemfa wo mo adwuma iti unemployment and wo krom ha kese ni nyina na ato forcing and ni wura sector and set everything ato forcing and yesanse wonko na the finance ministry iti dey never kosie enkosi hwe e wo krom iti mabunu no de ma hye yebo mo se 24-hour economy ye dan ye twan pa se mabunu no nyina benya adwumaye iti se 4 years ne suna Ghana babunu o ye nya adwumanya ye behu sampa asema mo kan na ye nada ani produce brothers over o hwe the energy ministry John Jinapo makaze ono su kasa in fact John Mahama appointed talkatives as ministers
really so nya say nya bibia
talkatives because Osha John Jinapo as energy president minister designate da yesu John Mahama president in no wabetite kona ho ka chenze dum so bi ehye kona ho na MPP fo ankotofu engu honti no friend saying dum so bi betuni aba from the 20th January ko obi a wo hwe kasafidie enumre enti asese se John Jinapo ene ne NDC ne be ka kire wo se MPP fo antofu olengu a sini hu because se fu asem mpo ne ka okrum ha John Jinapo and the transition team mo 13 this OMCs mo supply and this fango ne sensem mo 13 say mo be cancel contract bia mo be terminate contract bia omo anase the OMCs ne be de beba se mo take over Are you expecting the ONCs no so for a oil nembra emawana? Also, over Ghana na ye okrum he ye ma John na pone ni NDC for ne nadai. Ye nyina ma hode a ye use okru we 70 to 75%. Eye gas ojaframa ene de noa. Gas ene de ye sade no. And also 20 to 25% ye depended on hydro. And the 5% no sene aka no ne fuel. Se sene aka no po ye beso a in terms of emergency. It would to me can't me say MPP for am to fuel anything engu ho enti na nkane ane ebo nani omoboa of am tina fidie we so e kansam okruma this is also much as dundum light no much as dundum light ne pa opposition so ta say opa me no ka say last year me ba ha me ka tell say some profo proud to the elections no omoko chia nkrofo ko bebre generators for wom and say energy for no bebre wom and I say, and this phone catch on say, Momoye, Mofasika Mesha campaign mu. Na say, and this for ye we need a elections now. Ye ni makwaya bit first one mam in confatom plants and any generator and any na ye mutan your way. And na me call papa bi or repair a generators and friend saying, Ewo Asqua. Or some crofo dear generator ba e ba wo kro we mu. So on shema wo. Or in the name of say Don Jinapua or call a year a friend saying energy ministerial or I catch say doom so tetanquanching. What catch say doom so tetanquanching? And I am said Don Jinapo as I catch and say ECG yem privatizing. But I rather go but in say your Mahama president or appointed talkatives. And then who catch and say provide friends saying, yen ankram ECG jumagonum. But MPP tisono. Usori jina ya konso said da ma ankram ma ECG jumagonum. But nay over minister dear o catch yen say ankram form sika meshe this ECG jumay. Don't you know po yen tia say nen tia say chana. The way I walk asasem no holding on to the yes answer. After so agree. Oh, honorable Kopoku. Ghana for Kuafo nyina obi abedidi peche. Papa way na okọ all over the country. E ka che Ghana Kuafo say MPP for 31 dene. Na koko die e wo say nka at least abainan to kra na ye to 97 million. The Inti America to say John Mahama will soon crofo bebre a fidie our appointment to a bini. Or say a Kopoku, one hour kasa bebre ewo Ghana. Say, I was say ye ton cocoa 1 bag 97 million. And this is 9,700. One hour Ghana for name in a cocas. It's a Kopoku way. Midwoko say a yeda Greek ministry. Ko na yanko ton Ghana cocoa 1 bag no 97 million. It's a neck for but this for saying, say, omo bakoko FSM bag no, you better on 97 million. Papa no can no, says you know you have a Greek minister. It's a for money how be our program. Cocoa 1 bag, ye nya vetini we, ye Jimmy 2 million, cocoa 1 bag, 97 million. 97 million. Because Papa when a catcher on radio so of our have a catcher outside. Get money. Or say at least you don't 6,500. It's a cocoa 1 bag, say, oh, yeah, come here to ya. Says, oh, I bear me a gentle, so I say. So I say, because make us a open opposition when you're 1-on-1, 30 minutes, Mammy Kazakaka. So I say, it's a craft for Ghana craft for. Near your mother don't go for the yen in Nano, Papa way and a better Adamo. Casse, cocoa 1 bag. Cocoa 1 bag, I was a tono, at least 6,500. It was not John Mahama, president, Akase, or no enquiry a Greek minister. It's a Namino Kasi. In your vetini a Jitumpe, or Koyenshe, Cocoa 1 bag, 6,500. After so, Attorney General. Attorney General, over. Dr. Dominic Ayene. Unim, or no name renim near or to me cockota on near dance. Or no name running near, minim no grom ha, or nim so obi near dance here pa, or see me quack dinechi. Of our said things in America. In the year 2020, 30th December, over Emre this a petition a Supreme Court about this election once and some. Dr. Dominic Anyani Bejina Bontinka we are seeing Ghana in say we have no evidence that Mahama won. 30th December 2020. Dr. Dominic Anyani. Or see any dance here be a said John Mahama we need 2020 elections.
But he was being honest. Okay, no
credit. And you see, ono so na wodi legal team nechi akọ court say omokwa challenge a friend saying the election petition. It is obi a woni adase edi a friend saying court en semechi akọ so kwa pe hearing. E chiro pe say yakwa tom your friends in color TV akwa to bracket.
That's it. Me komra.
Mame fa manuti wa onya time ne pa o say
that is why the man messages for the punch you may and I'll hear Kessben television so was ATNK and so our Facebook so DSTV channel 364 Gold TV channel 121 all the spaces baby I will be out with me and I will tell you messages that crana and Teacher Eric man so I trust so will be a hiska. Honorable Haruna Dusu deserve to be Education Minister to continue the good work done by Honorable Oseya Educhum, but not to cancel free SHS. No, the free SHS there or say for hello, please. I think the LGBT kills should not be accepted at all. So, please, good evening. Can you play when Mahama in the company time telling campaign and company no campaign time telling Ghanaian that when we vote him to power, he will sign the LGBT bill. Thanks. Okay. It's a court archive soon. Now the Okafa Hono. Yeah, they abroad at the appropriate time. Okay. This one says, good evening, Ofa. I am please those who are calling, we are not picking calls. Send your message. Good evening, Ofa. I am a person of Okai Andrews from Bantama in the Senate West District. President Mahama's introduction of oral team, despite the existence of the Attorney General Department, raises concerns about redundancy and inefficiency. Both the NPP and the NDC parties have contributed to Ghana's downfall by prioritizing partisan interests over national development. I urge President Mahama to learn from the mistakes of his predecessor, Akufo-Addo, whose similar initiatives ended in disappointment. As a young accounting graduate struggling with unemployment, I implore President Mahama to fulfill his promises to the youth and focus on creating tangible opportunities for our economic empowerment. So, Mr. Nyamani Titi Akakrai, NDC and NPP always play on the intelligence of the good people of Ghana. When NPP was in opposition, they criticized NDC of corruption, but I couldn't arrest anybody when they assumed office. So the oral is just put there for rumor mongering. It will amount to nothing. This is coming from Father SK from Kenya, Kumasi. Good evening, Ofa. Indeed, Ghanaians have sold their colored TV for black and white. NDC has nothing good to offer to us. Things have started falling from the onset. All the promises they made during the campaign cannot materialize. It's going to be create, loot, and share from Antia Takwa. Okay. Good evening, Ofa. Please tell the NDC communicator to stop boasting, because Ghana politicians are liars. The Ghanaian children and parents who are ungrateful. I am Kojo Utabo from Bremai Isiem. Please. Also, please tell NPP micro minority to love the country. People can take simple instructions. Massa, good evening. Now, Massa didn't say they don't know Massa now. But please tell my MPP man there to stop the daydreaming, because we are not coming back anywhere. Only two more talking, we are best in. Over. Please tell President Mahama to talk to his oral team, because Ghanaians won't allow them to steal from the state. Or they know Trimode any Nana Abuaji Fidim and or do a free buy. Okay, this is why it says in 2020 NDC got 6.2 million, and 2024 they got 6.3 million. Only 130,000 was added to NDC votes, but NPP dropped from 6.7 million to 4.6. So NPP supported to cut their vote. That caused our defeat. Also, but then yes, simple mathematics, sir. Anyway, good evening, host. Ghanaians are waiting for the first year tertiary education from God is Great Production. If you're Kuma. Good evening. I am Fatal from Kumasi, Kessben. If they think the oral team is not legal, they should boycott the invitation. But when operations start, they will run to the team before invitation. MPP will never change. You cannot spend our hard tax money to create just a hole for us. A Mary plant came from Turkey for only $5 million to Ghana. How come Akufo-Addo MPP transferred it to Takrade for $37 million? It doesn't make sense. We are ready as a youth of the nation to take all our money from MPP. Thank you. Good evening. The MPP communication team members should spare us with the early propaganda he has initiated. How old is the government of NDC? He should think about their defeat and never think of coming to power soon. TT from Brekum. Good evening, Mr. Host. The NDC man wants us to believe that they are in government to acquire wealth, as he's talking about CU, where there is money, from Believer, Senate West, Kwame Danso. Good evening, Ofa. I am Imosechi from Konongo Prasu, Umisco Junction. Ofa, tell the MPP that MPP government gave plenty appointment to Ashanti region, but what did we get for here? You couldn't complete Buankrai land port. What did Ashanti benefit from MPP? It's Ana Santehene who asked people to support renovate CAT. MPP, never again. Good evening, Ofa, please. In fact, all the ministers John Mahama has nominated, Haruna Dusu is the most trusted one. Ofa, in fact, his human relations is indeed very good. And as such, we need such person to lead that ministry, that is education. Good evening, okay. Good evening, Wofa Kofi Appiah. Please tell Kwame Appiah that he should stop social contract. Social contract and reduction of ministries. Because we are here in Ghana that they told us that they will make NHIS one-time premium, but they didn't do it. Ministers were taking double salary, while teachers did not get their salary under the same Mahama government. And also at the end, the reasons are many. The Sovereignty kind of their fatchemen. We also good evening, sir. So Honorable Clement Appiah go up and down all over the SHS and snap pictures in their dormitories. At long last, no Minister for Education, Joe Mankesim. About the opposition is not easy. Only 1 month and MPP are struggling to stand on their feet. We live to see, and they blame themselves. Kobe from Asen Praso. Okay. I said it last week that Mahama's government is dead match. Mr. MPP communicator, why are you repairing NDC? It's too early. Talk about NDC. Let's leave them for 2 years without saying their mistakes. 2 years. Okay. Borrowing the word of Honorable Sam George, President Mahama will not see peace if he doesn't sign the bill. He stated clearly that Mahama can sign the bill, or he may decide to let the bill go back to Parliament. So now, President Mahama has chosen not to sign, but rather take it back to Parliament. It clearly shows how unready, uncommitted, undedicated he is to the bill. There is no need to change it to government bill from private bill. No need at all. The clergy, the Muslim community, and Ghanaians are all watching closely. You must sign the bill. Master Planner Junior Kintampo. Master Planner Junior Kintampo. About some of John Mahama's ministers are not fit for the positions. One, education is Haruna is a fine man with good experience in Parliament, but he stepped into the shoes of Educhum, trade to same, chieftaincy to same, Richie, and also the buyer. And opinions are like nosus. Good evening, Ofa. My name is Makasi Ofori Atobra from Kwadaso Estate. Greeting to Kwame Appiah Patrick for a fantastic analysis. I will tell the MPP man to keep quiet. It's because of their lies. That's why they are in opposition. They will be in opposition for 28 years. Hello, I am Rollins Jr. from Wenchibono region. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has made a superb ministerial appointment so far. But I shouldn't forget Honorable Alhaji Seidu Haruna, MP for Wenchi. When this is coming, there it is doing. The MPP at the juncture should start thinking about how they revive the sinking party to stop criticizing the NDC for now. If they know how to do the job, they won't be getting 38.2. This is say and 38.2. Anyway, good day, Wofa Kofi. MPP win opposition till 2050. I'm Kobe from Ashanti, Asokore. Good day, Wofa Appiah. Please tell the NJ, aka Pastor Lion, to stop his jaundice politics. Ashanti region get their fair share of representation in John Mahama's government. Finance minister can only come from one region. The 8-year Akufo-Addo did not choose the finance minister from Ashanti region. And also the I don't know. My daughter had admission to read biological science at UCC, so she is at home waiting for the announcement that they are not paying fees from Edu Sunyai. Ebra no nti me messages this year ebi wo ho bebre but etia ye kwa nim kakra ye hwe oral said the minority ka say efro nipa bi am obi ema you go oral ni backend you attend general special prosecutor ho we are na the LGBT na so kakra bi ama me in just about 5 minutes ebra no nti ko ya council ministerial you know since nya kwa do so party my time pa. What is your position on oral and the LGBT Jomama so far?
LGBTQ+. The position of the NDC has not changed.
Okay.
Bobia bedada obwa. NDC position is the same. The only thing is that Omaina etim no yedemra ene hihye ene yedwuma. Ade ene kwada mampanyina Akufo-Addo anim. E da ho confirm you no one sign. Parliament na omo pass esa amra na e ba ye no. They dissolve no new parliament aba. Emrane say basa because old parliament in the no. I say say the baba new parliament no sa atena so ansa na aba. President mama komo a odi nyina ne say ade no class the city no. Ese say ye aban ankasa na aban ye ni say jama individuals bi. Ohwe bill na da house si ya na. Akoye de say nipa bi na omo say enti so no kra de nkan nti say ye mu no. Say de ye nyina aja tum say ye mpe no. Kenye government say aban ankasa. And say odi ade ne go. And no say any content in ade no. What I say inside say ebe say nipa bi na omo say omo mpe no. Let's meet the government bill say Ghana fo nyina na say ade ne ye mpe.
Or you ready so be ma attend general ade akọ.
Oh yes.
Because say in church school. Ho na ya manfo adwen kese.
Oh yes. Enti obi a ote ho a woka bia MPP for no we no na say na nyantete o mani so kakra o na ji kasa o kasa ja otumu say we no na say na mba head opposition dem be chefa na 1 week pere when am blow no bisti koko 97 million obi an kan say koko 97 million. Hey, what we said ne say ti o be say otumfu to Ghana fo ni dey kan ne say koko no and Ghana ni bia anim internet adaroma o be say ohun koko bo a but world current cocoa price e be ba ya na omo eye ne ton bia is 16 kilograms ze buy the vend bag na kwa 16 and hu ton na ya Ghana ni a simple divided by 16 na convert is kan bag Ghana cedi wo be hu abo a aban ne koton no amanone na hwe de aban de ma cocoa kwa fa no be kan say cocoa bag no o de kwa amanone a eye almost 100 million ni akiri and aban ama kwa for 3000. Yeah, history as NDC chere say yen na yetimi make for 66% and the record is there. Untimi doubt it because yeah time na the cocoa bag ba akoko abrochi so koton na 719 Ghana cedis 2016 na ya make for no 475 Ghana cedis which is 66% of world price. And tini e chere o mo say ko eno na yes I no make chere say ye nya de ne enfas ka do o make for na say yen 719 yeah, my no 475, which is 66%. More baku you over 100 million, and then baku you 10,000. Oh my God, 3,000. What is it? Say, Coco for the entire motoma and this, ya buy a bay.
Okay.
Mo fertilizer no, Monsabeka.
Okay.
Coco buono, you be pejam. Then be before it to us. Then before it to no man. Omo, I can send you. Area home and Tassin our ball. Yeah, so now. So na area no we and nyantiti o mani so. Right. Yeah, as my can grab in echo 2. Okay.
A quick one on oral. A quick one on oral. The minority naka say enye a statutory body and nti afro bi amonko. What do you have to say?
Oral is a voluntary body. Oral omunjipe. Oral allowance bi enu ho. Ghana for be or two who was say get us any proye ni pebi a fa kwambone so afa amanya japade no ombekwa kohwehwem na de omu bia oma kochegun kata so no mo de ama relevant institution na eye oma dwuma so ombe pursue na oma pursue so it's a voluntary work tio ayi wofa se utimu fan ya nti amoku sebi se ye pai afase a sebi eburu sebi anyado asuopra no wada and this woni bone a police ni twama adentina say yam show akwa bia we ni bia na ye wo akwa wati ye bia
no ni no
amini ni pa
no ami anche no
ofa odi ko de ko po asem usia no kra age se o ka se afo no aka se menu usia no anka kra na obeto abo na we na otwara police car bi twam etwam an esa bes ni otwo no kra otwo oti kwa ho na esa betwam ko esa betwam ko no aso da kura dem na mo se ofa na do the police car twam ko bata me so li free kwa no what I say and this only one bia ad na oral team esa wo problem against it yes say your friend wa ko on so oral for the patapata say the ba power omo bowra
to me omo what
I am panyin to me no boni bia mo ad the president and the man to me the man panyin no panyin na boss events ko ni say omo hwehwe sa na manim aban sa ase a ko fafa koti kwa so aton ye to kroma say yes sir John and the car baby a
panyin de ko bi so so mnya adwuma a ese nya legal backing
so any nyina na ese nya legal backing
any legal backing no oni to me so be free obi ti no kujo to ka say omo kro omo free obi a
ofa any nyina kwa no legal
ye wo say your executive instrument
napko abedi tintima okrum ho anya regional directors nya national coordinators emema omo cast land cruiser na dem napko had no legal backing. It was created by MAF. It was cancelled by MAF. How much more? It took room was this, and yes, John the car baby. I mean, Kabusa for you. No, you knew that says, Achimota Forest or the Amanda Busa for forever. That is the level of impurity I have before I be display. The we are buying and sassing, are buying bangaros, and that the woman from one cramantem, any Ashanti mantem, what a courage or correct, or rebel. Buying sass and all do rage, I said, Santas new site. Is see a dance, assassin, buying sass, you're going now. Contractors go to see at 9 left, right, center.
Okay.
Those things must be investigated. And then in illegal.
Right.
But as I say, you show new quite fast, so buying sass in the nipo, a buying bangaros, good in nipo, you show Nessa buying Sikabi will be what? Yatia, a cost to one some say, Sikasamuni Adi. The Sikasi for one. Yeah, anything. And so all our ladies, you're for your support to them. That's the count of 4 years in Manama, or Monyam de Manusin over. Just 1 minute.
Nana Mas, and we are no 30 seconds. Nana
Orano. Group no more, yes, promo Oran. Omo investigate you.
Sir,
also when you're supposed to be into
so that's it. Omo account. So that's it.
So no dey can no when you're supposed to be ora form for. Omo komugun omo hwe.
The mama boom din say ora kon. Omo investigate omo. Ye ni mo bia track record o. Ah, ko ke koda ni ko contain ade ni nyina. Say grofo ni nyina na yesi omo meye. We know them. So they should spare us. Mo bianco. Dear no moye. Missy dede kwa.
Mo bedem.
Okuje to black kwa. Honorable. Ene ni grofo eye dede kwa. Eti na wakato say President Mama wa appointed talkatives.
Mo bedem.
So to say talkatives.
Mo fees kan nyina.
Evidence bi ni wo mo bia benya. Dede ni akohani omo nko ba bia. Enim guase na akire wo mu. A mo sheda kasa wo grow we. Wofa LGBTQ. President Mama opo obesan. So to say opo obesan okroma. Mo criticize Ekufuado okroma. To say die Ekufuado die onni abusua. Yen hwe nneoma ye kato Ekufuado so president former president. Yen hwe nsema ye kato no so. Ye kansam to ne so ama ye kwa asen novels asen south by elections. Obaza okay. Ye koye ndisi foi koya ko kan say MPP fo ani abre a ye pese cha so poku eba mrahye bedwam nyina no eye sa gay and lesbianism nonsense me LGBTQ mudi ye campaign MPP kese wasen no enne wo opposition o kasa bebrebe oh do mama me de me ba metwem enne waba ye say pass keke fansa ko hyase and a kasa atone kasa o grow we mo and I yenya a run talk about this bill any ade yen chire school sa kasa ni nyina President Mahama ya kan nyina etwem under President Akufo Addo ya kan nyina etwem it would be any option so we for trade ya no akasa mo fan come na hye bedwam biom na sign na mbra me ye na me kan chire yen say yenye government na de be call any ade na manye private member bill. Tell President Mahama say Transition Act and they as we speaking a private member FS bill no de call and you enjoying all these things it is a private member bill to me boy my this Transition Act near the ayema ye juma okro and then gain ni ho sense by I say private member bill there and who here government name for come President Mahama unu when this in mope obesan because me pese me te de Sam George ne crop for beka okro we mu kwa me atua betina ye dede ase no for koyi kasa bebre and again MPP for person mu dige ba enti no pese chance boku ba enne hwe wo kasa asesa okro we mu hwe o se on Gaza and o kasa asesa okro we mu sign name na me de e me ye okro we se kasa yes Wofa enne dwi MPP ye free aban mu 7th January 2025 no and this for penti picture bit said the MPP ba ye no yanye bibia wo kro we it yomo de omo che Ghana football say omo be MPP for timo de ya bomode ni ya yire fango bo so pa wo kro we it a liter no o say MPP for ye free su na 14 and na me no ka say Ghana for say ye wa twen mu yenim se mu nyini wa ba mu say 14 liter na MPP di jam a mo meye magic bi say na mo kan say mo ba ye magic ma e liter na aba form to 5 cedis and 6 cedis no e no na Ghana for problem mo say dollar MPP 14 mo dene na ya ma dollar po kosoro kura dodo akodo 14 ne e coins na mo ndisi for de mo ba your mama so no ye magic obey magic say me nkasa wanyini ho bebre o asema ye kan say wait a quick reminder quick reminder so quick reminder any e dey kai o mo say dollar mo dey boy hitri so no Ghana for any tite wo hwe mbebunu o munye adwuma ya mo so mbebunu nyina adwuma ye no mbebunu ne ye den so free SHS Wofa what is almost say Oko University na ye free first year academic your mama so baba be yin free say wa power education minister iti embebunu no ekọ this week any next week ne ekọ no iti yes wo mu say omo sha say announce say embebunu uko first year na yeah then it started from this academic year right when I say it says I'm Justice from Kumasi. Please, with all indulgence, MPP should stop the unnecessary propaganda and add ingredients to the betterment of NDC's arrangement. On the day of the buyer and okay. I'm here by 3 people. Please tell the MPP man to think about their defeat. Woli Moses from Drobo. I want the government to fight corruption. However, the approach of the oral team is misbehaving. That's not why we in NDC plan for its operation. Good evening. I'm Isaac from Jidim Goso. Please, I think Ghana as a country needs a national plan and money spent by corrupt politicians should be collected. There should be a referendum on LGBT plus for Ghanaians to give their views on it. Okay. Good evening. Please, the communicator for MPP is saying that there is no cabinet minister from Ashanti region by Jomam. But during Akufo-Addo's time, there were about 6 cabinet ministers from Ashanti region. But still, Central Market, Krofro Market, none of the 5 interchanges they promised X was done by them. Nana Amwatin, be quiet runabout, and also dear or they abide. My mouth 30 seconds in the wrap up.
More Juma so money. You're too abawi. You won't say baby,
when you have free so.
Abayin so catch say, I'm be free abayin muye. You will release this kind of contract for Nina. Ofa Hasanya contract away, so say look of joke. Juma kese wo krom ha nyina fa ha Kofi Job papa Kofi Job sika o mo de ama no go back to work misrew yen ye ma say ye ba betata obia na mum under this government there contract bia waje a ye du hu sika ma obia no obeye adwuma no nti wonam a me say area ho on ba beto ba no kin otutu gates abedu ofa ha na apem na contract ni we ya waja hokọ say pass nyame amfa pie pa na nsuo ta ho nsuo be yira fa nkofo afie mu na nya honko a kumasi mfiche otutu gates na dade contractors ni nyina no
omko site
according to transition team no omso ma release ska minimum ska de ma omu nyina
okay
but I don't want to mention it here
okay
enti mu nyina mu nko
back to site
okay mu nko na adwuma na ma ji hu ska no
omko ye
mu nko na nko especially Kofi Job go back to site. It is a respectful order.
Okay.
You should go back to site because mutimi just kata do kumati vichire enso na ba betuto yi na enso meji yiri fan kofo.
Oba Kwame Appiah ene ne NDC ne ntia sese emra MPP hand over to ayedem no na contractors ahodo omo the various site no munyina wo site
and ere na firo omo free site
na omo site
ere na firo omo free site
so ta say ye free so
tie de akacho so they should get back to site
omo ye adwuma and kejetia
Kofi Job adwuma bia Kofi Job
oh Kwame Appiah kejetia
Kofi so no kwa na contractor to get back to site
ye free hono no site uko eye rich hase ya won say ye see Minerals Commission edan kese bi pa esi eye Ratri Park nechi fefefe pa contractor no ewo ha oye all the finishing touches ni nyina uko eye akwanya kese oh
gata
akwanya kese ya
e no omo do
contractors ni eden
nipa tere so omo ye gata bi o nipa tere de gira on omo ye gata
okay
efiri baba na ba efiri baba na ba e ba na that about o sa do carry right
say people ja
nipa for no mu gira we do omo ta no we ya jam
no make sure say contractors ni
pass and gardens
every
I be going about to about it must I commercial for every be going about also we do carry you
me say
Ghana for over 5 years
Ghana for
nipa be 4
Ghana for
right please we will not tolerate that this is a new government all the contract we are doing be must move to side from next week they no more you are getting money get to side
contractors asemo nka ho na sie be
so ta say
contractors must get to work
so
yeah can't draw more humbly
contractor for talk about
they must get to work MPP abanso omutia ye ka say bom so can no transition
because MPP for na farm
can no about transition nim say
contractors no
senya no kra so a
no
we can try so wo boa let's can no magic all the contractors must get to site
for how na dig medie no ese kwa
they should get
Ebusiafo ha de dwumadie ni nyina esie ote Kwame Appiah Patrick nka Kwame Appiah Patrick ekasama NDC ono so no saye Director of Students Affairs and Elections ema NDC amanyukuru Asante mantemu ena ote nanaji ono so communication team member for New Patriotic Party MPP ono so ote nenka edwumadie ni sia the punch dwumadie ena yede ACA mede edi Kofi Appiah na me trem ma lawyer ohina manko ejai Kofi Appiah sia sarbedi akon ona hihye dwumadie nyina yakra mo nyame yadmo achra matie nka ebio